Haven't played Minecraft. Haven't played Minecraft for so long. I might try it again. Yeah, I haven't played Minecraft for so long too. It's. I remember mentioning this stream earlier. I don't know if you were at the beginning of the stream, but I haven't played it for a few years, and all this new stuff is like so foreign to me. It's really cool, but I mean, I still have a lot to learn and a lot to relearn too. So it's really cool stuff. Me and the guys have seemed to really enjoy it. Lick Juice as an NFT is truly nightmarish. Oh god, I actually forgot about Lick Juice. That's another thing. It's like the whole beast workout section, and then there's that. It's like Minions all over again. I can't run away from it. Do you still plan on making the T-Crest film or any other film? Yes, actually. We have essentially with like the newer camera setup. We eventually want to, after a few projects are out, because that's our main priority right now. It's getting a few projects out, and then afterwards we'll branch off in other stuff too, like get just purely experimental stuff, because that's what our company is. It's just experimental products, experimental games, media, a lot of stuff. We like to, take risks. Explore stuff that we haven't done before, and one of those things is like short films. We want to eventually start off with short films, because I already know a lot about cinematography and camera work and how script writing and everything that I can take advantage of and actually put to use, not just for games, of course, but in actual real world setting. So try to at least work on CGI. Hopefully, learn a few things as I go. In the end, it's just a learning process. All of this is just trial and error. So, yeah, we eventually want to make films, like short films and everything, and eventually feature length. Probably not like in a big theater, of course, but at least be on the website. So if you ever want to watch the films, we have it on our site. You just watch it. And that's going to be on like the media pages. So, because we eventually want to separate the news and media apart and just have news and updates and just media as its own thing. So you can see, like, for instance, like this stream. I honestly should have recorded the stream. I didn't. I hope Twitch saves it. But I eventually do have live streams posted on the site as well. Since this is posted under the Korea channel, I still want to post on the site. I can't wait to see the World of False film in theaters. Oh god. A24 collab win. Thoughts on TRTF The Storyteller's Son, TRTF Biosource Bitterman by the great Zephyrus Atlas emerging. Oh my god. I don't want to necessarily talk about those or acknowledge them. I like to pretend they don't exist. I hope that answers the question about how we feel about them. So. Let me see. It feels like a dream to catch a new live stream from you, considering the last one I ever saw was when you were still working on TRTF 5. Yeah, it's been a long time. Responsibility on my shoulders, so I already have a lot on my plate. So, yeah. But yeah, eventually we will have more people when needed. Again, I don't want this to be like a giant studio. It's just small, indie, and emphasize a lot on quality. Because I don't want us to just push projects. I want us to be able to steadily progress through projects, if that makes sense. What do you think about the TRTF community? I don't know. To be honest, people who just follow our work just for the sake of following our work, I appreciate, because at least they're just, curious or looking forward to projects that are not TRTF related, but a fandom solely surrounded around one particular game I made that is, I mean, let's be honest, is overhyped as hell and not even worth the hype, especially for its time. I don't know, especially the way they treat newer stuff that's not TRTF related. I've had a lot of bad experiences with people who follow one project of mine and are not very keen on newer stuff. So I don't know if you remember this, but I remember when every TRTF game was taken off of GameJolt, there was some weird-looking website with a blank background to download everything. I don't even know if that website was made by you, but I haven't seen anyone else talk about it. No, I don't know anything about that, to be honest. I do recall taking... I don't know if that page was my page, not the website, but like the game page in GameJolt. If so, I do recall taking down a GameJolt page with all the games on it, but that was my page. As far as the website goes, that's not my website. So, would you ever put your old TRTF games back up on your account? No. I think I've made it clear in the past and emphasized enough about how I feel about making those older games and just everything about those older games, period. Because throughout 2017 through now, with TRTF Chapter 1 and then revealing like the big revelation of it, Chapter 1 being like the first chapter in a new era of TRTF being The Road That Falls, it's a big rebranding process, and I'm kind of emphasizing very strongly on rebranding TRTF and giving it a whole new perspective and whole new meaning. So the website doesn't exist now, but it was a website from years ago. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about the website, to be honest. Will you ever give the rights to people to make official TRTF reboots, or will you just give the devs the info of your unfinished TRTF games? Somebody actually asked me about this through email about information on the original idea, like the original idea for TRTF-R, not the rebooted one, but the remastered one, like the initial one that was supposed to be just a remake of TRTF-1. I denied to give any information because I do have information, but I don't want to share that information, if that makes sense. I don't want to. Essentially, I want to at least hope people are encouraged to put their talents elsewhere and not on just another remake of a fan game, if that makes sense. I'd hope people can actually use their talents, because there are very talented people out there, very talented people, and they're solely focused on just doing another fan game. And I mean, if that's what they want to do, that's fine. But I feel like they'd be better off if they make an original project, because that'd be exciting to see. It's like Steve. Yeah, it'd just be really exciting to see. It's like with Desolation. Desolation doesn't feel at all like a FNAF fan game. From what he showed me, like the newer one, and it could definitely be its own thing if the FNAF stuff were taken out. So. In terms of official TRTF reboots, technically, Colin's stuff is exactly that. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, actually, yeah, Colin's stuff is technically a reboot of it, like official stuff. That's actually like company property. But we have to make sure, because after talking with them about it, I'm like, all right, if we're going to be doing this, we have to wipe everything out, make sure it's completely fresh, that no one's seen before. So we have to make it feel like it could very well be its own thing if the FNAF characters were taken out. So, but yeah, those are pretty much the official ones. I don't know if that answered any questions, but I hope it did. But giving the rights away, no, I don't ever plan on doing that. So I prefer if it just stays where it is, to be honest. That is really weird. I think that website was even selling some merch or something. I assume you made it. That's crazy that you didn't. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't have any idea of anything about it. God, I'm so tired. I'm sorry. What inspired you to start game development? I think I answered this several times, actually. I don't know. I feel like I have. I don't know. Do you still own TRTF? Yes, I do. Matter of fact, the Return to Freddy's, like as a name, is copyrighted under Korea Studios, so it's protected under the company. In terms of actually doing anything with it, in terms of like making products and sell stuff with it, we don't have any plans on doing that. So it's just something that I wanted to do, just copyright and patent the Return to Freddy's and protect it under the company rights, so, and registration. I don't even like the TRTF games, but I replay them occasionally because I have so many good memories playing them. I'm so excited for these new projects. It seems like they'll be so high quality. Yeah, I don't like the TRTF games either. I'm with you all the way. Those are full of shit. I will argue that till the end of time. I can't stress how much I hated making those games, except for 1 and 5 and Volume 2, but it doesn't exist anymore, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm excited. The rest of the team's excited to release the projects, so it's going to be really fun. We have a lot of fun making them, and that's all that matters. I didn't know you can copyright a fan game title. Yes, actually, you can. As long as you don't actually it's because keep in mind the Return to Freddy's is just a name. Nothing more, nothing less. You can easily twist that name out of context into something entirely not FNAF related. So even though it's already associated with something FNAF related, you can still have every opportunity to twist it. That'd be like Freddy's, the burger joint. I don't know if any of you guys know about that, but it's like, that'd be like somebody copyrighting that, which, I mean, it is under a fast food chain. And then associating that with FNAF, even though that has nothing to do with FNAF. That's been in business way longer than FNAF was even around. So, what is Volume 2? I don't. Volume 2. Yeah, somebody already answered it in the chat. Yeah, it's basically Tier 5, Rotsla, and Frankfurts. Those were delving into like alienated territory that had little to nothing to do with the original 4 games. So, honestly, they should have made them their own thing. Yeah, Rotsla was supposed to be like sci-fi-esque. Actually, I think out of all the Volume 2 projects, that one's my most favorite. So it was probably the most grounded out of all of them. It had nothing to do with the Tier 5 stuff, had nothing to do with the Frankfurt stuff. It was just a simple, grounded story about like family and legacy and balancing the two, and a lot of sci-fi stuff. A lot of heavy topics too. So, uh, I feel like you should give more credit to TRTF. It inspired us a lot to be devs. Yeah, I suppose that's true. I can't discredit that. That's true. Will you reveal any more information about the old TRTF games? I think I pretty much revealed everything a long time ago, back in 2016. I think everything that people know now is pretty much everything that has already been in development for a very long time. So at this point in time, there's no unknown information of TRTF about the games and the development and its assets and everything. Everything is public. It's been public for a long time. So there's not anything that people don't know. Volume 2 games. Yeah, well, I suppose those ones people don't really know too much about. So people don't really know that much about the gameplay of Wroclaw or Frankfurt's or TRTF 5. So, or like all the mechanics and everything. So I suppose Volume 2 is the only thing people don't really know much about, to be honest. But as for Volume 1, though, yeah, it's that everybody knows all about that stuff. I kind of prefer to keep Volume 2 private, because I don't necessarily want... we have plans for Volume 2. Not as like going back to those projects in terms of like, oh yeah, we're gonna revive Volume 2. No, we like Wroclaw. I'm sure everybody's seen the page by now. You guys have been very good at and adamant about hunting down these little hidden Easter eggs and hidden pages. But that is also going to be its own thing, and we're going to. It's pretty much we're not straying away from the original concept of the story, but it is going to be expanded quite heavily and better fleshed out. And also, more importantly, the FNAF elements are completely gone. So that is not even in production yet, but it's basically in pre-production. So that might not even release until like maybe 3 or 4 years. I don't even know, but that is going to be in development at some point. So I think Colin and I are actually doing that game together. So it's like the first game that Colin and I are doing that we're actually that I'm actually involved with, like, heavily. Since I'm not actually like heavily involved with Colin's TRTF stuff, I'm just kind of like an executive producer, kind of like helping pave the way in the right direction and script editing and everything. Is it crazy to you that your games inspired people? Yes, it still is crazy. Even to me, it still blows my mind that those shit games inspired people. There are better things to be inspired by than TRTF. I can say that 100%. It's way, way more things. So, but it happened, and there's nothing that can change that, and it's very interesting. I guess it's weird to think about. So I don't really think about it too much because it kind of makes me feel weird. So I don't know. You're welcome, Colin. Funny fedora, man. It's very inspiring. What can I say? I don't wear a fedora anymore. I will say that. I stopped because that shit was... I don't know what spawned me to do that stupid shit. That was like my BFP phase, and I don't even acknowledge... Like, I don't even like to acknowledge that fucking name, because that's at this point in time, I've been adamant like that guy is a completely different person. Tyler Ahlström is not VFE Films. If me and him were in the same room, we'd have completely different ideologies. So. Rip Fedora. Do you know Dark Crown 4, Spider Mark, or Moon Spider 64? No, I have no idea. If it's a fan game developer, then I have no idea. I'm under a gigantic rock when it comes to these things. It's a fucking can of worms that does not need to be brought up. Yes, you're very right. That guy is dead. I thought I made it clear. Like, that guy is fucking dead. So. When are you planning on doing an alternate reality game? I'm just curious. Actually, we already are. I don't know if anybody's found it yet, but it's already been in motion. And as people are uncovering, mysteries and secrets and whatnot, and they're actively playing the game. So this whole thing is like one big collaboration between community and developers, and it's been fun for all of us. Even Brian's been like, "Oh, have you finished that thing yet?" Like, we have something in the works that we can't wait for it to be pushed out, and we won't even say if it's pushed out because it's like something they kind of have to look for. But you'll know when you see it. I'm sure you guys will have no problem finding it. You guys seem to find the hidden pages, which were never meant to be found, but they were found anyways, so I think it'll be a lot of fun. Is there anything that we have not found? Yes. It's not much, but there is something in the works for the site and other various things that are yet to be pushed out, which will add a shit ton more to discover. So, little bits of goodies and secrets to find. The goal of the alternate reality game is to find where the funny man dressed in blue hid his fedora. Yes, he's the secret. He's the goal. He's the secret that we have to find, guys. No, but yeah, it would be silly to actually. The ARG is finding the fedora man. Yeah. Alright, guys. Well, it's been fun, but I need to get back to work. So I might do this another time. I don't know. So we'll see if I have time. But thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate it. So this has been fun. I really like this. Alright, you guys take care.